Today I show you guys my $3,000 pedal board that I made just for church music. This is IkeGuitar. Let's dive right in. So I've been doing a lot of church music since I was a kid. I've done churches and I've played for camps in college, and I went to Nashville and I play for churches around town. And so I wanted to kind of show you guys what I use for my rig as far as worship music is concerned, because that is one of the main styles that I play. Let me show you guys what I got going on. And guys, if you like these rig rundowns, totally subscribe. I can't buy more pedals and stuff unless you subscribe, and I get that sweet, sweet ad revenue. So make sure you like and subscribe, and be sure to let me know down below what I need to get on my pedal board. I mean, it's $3,000 right now, but I'm all about buying new gear. I'm a guitar player. What do you expect? So you might be saying, geez, Ike, you have a lot of Strymon pedals. Well, every great worship guitar player has Strymon pedals. That's how it is. You can't be a good guitar player in church music unless you have a Strymon pedal or three. So it's not required to get to heaven, but why take the chance? Know what I'm saying? Anyway, so as far as what we've got going on the pedal board, we've got, of course, this just generic, just Boss, just volume pedal. So a lot of guitar players have two volume pedals because they want to control the sends to the overdrives and then sends to delays and reverbs. But I've only got one. I don't find a huge need for it. But who knows, down the road I may adapt and get a small mini stomp for the actual Strymon reverb and delays. Next, we've got it going into a photo optical tube compressor made by the guys at Effectrode. I love all tube compressors. This one's modeled after the legendary LA2A compressor. You'll find that my guitar sound is very, very warm. I don't like a lot of screaming guitar tones in worship music, so I really wanted a really smooth, musical, warm compressor. Then we've got that going into an actual Sunset Overdrive by Strymon, my first gain stage. Now I've got two sides of the Strymon Sunset. The right side is going to be more of the hard overdrive. I'll play that for you right now. And the other side is just going to be a clean boost. And that's just going to be used for things like Jimi Hendrix, glassy-like tones and whatnot. But what's cool about the Sunset Overdrive is that it does come with a noise gate. So if you crank on your hard overdrive, you can tell that I don't get any noise. You can't really hear any noise coming out of the system. Alright, so after I go out of my Sunset, I go into my second stage of overdrive. It's going to be this JHS double barrel. What I love about the double barrel is that it has a Morning Glory on the left side, their transparent overdrive, and a classic 808 style circuit on the right side. So I typically have this pedal always on. I love the sound of the transparent overdrive in my sound. I'll just play that for you guys right now. So if I really play hard, I can get some dirt out of it, but if I play light, I get just enough to make the body of the sound a little bit bigger. And then of course I can engage this tube screamer if I want some really saturated, really gnarly overdrive tones. I really like both of those sounds. Now after my double barrel, I'm going into a chorus pedal. And yes, that is Link with a chorus. It's the Master Chorus by Eris Pedals. It's really just this bootlegged pedal off a Boss CE, but it had Link on it, so why wouldn't I get it? Sounds like this. What's good about chorus to me is that it can really add a lot of body and fullness to your guitar sound. I don't use it all the time, but when I do, I've got one just for that purpose. Now my last two pedals are going to be the Strymon Big Sky and the Strymon Timeline, the tried and true power duo from Strymon. Now the Big Sky is just going to be the reverb unit. I'll play the reverb for you. I've got three different presets. I've got a long cloud, I've got a cloud reverb, a medium reverb, and a short reverb. They're all going to sound like a lot of reverb to you guys, but in a mix it can really add some nice body to your music. And the reason why the display is kind of flickering for you guys is because LEDs get affected by shutter speeds of cameras, so it's actually solid to my eyes, but the shutter speed of the camera makes it so that you guys can see the cycling of the LED diodes. Pretty cool, right? So activate the cloud reverb on the Strymon. This is my preset. I really like the sound of the cloud. What I like about the cloud reverb is that it's really going to enable me to do some solo drone work in case we're having an offering or we're having some kind of like segue into a main part of the program. I can essentially hold my own, be a one-man band, and play really beautiful parts and kind of add to the ambiance of the worship scene. And then if I add my overdrives into it, it gets really nice and saturated. What I like about the Strymon timeline is that it has a lot of really cool delay features. And when I make presets for church music, my Strymon timeline is really just taking snapshots of different songs. There's not a one-size-fits-all preset to me for delay. You kind of have to dial it in per song, which is why I like to have different delays for different song sets. Some people like to have a delay pedal before the timeline to kind of add the sounds of certain delays, like a memory man, but I like the timeline because I can find a preset, dial it in pretty quick, and I can easily recall that. Now, what I have right now is a song that's common to most of church music. This is Amazing Grace by Phil Wickham. I'm going to give you the sound of the delay as it is. Now that is a digital Bucket Brigade delay. What I like about Bucket Brigade delays is that it does give you a lower fi sound after every delay hit. So you can kind of hear it go down into the lo-fi range at the end of that trail. Now what I like about the timeline is that you are able to preset your delays with a little bit of modulation for each delay to give that delay more body. Let me show you how it sounds when I add in this reverb as well as a little bit more overdrive. Now one thing that's pivotal in worship music is swelly swells, or whale sounds as we call it. Now the timeline does have a really cool swell effect. You have to be careful. It can be kind of weird if you play two notes too quickly close together, but I like the sound the swells that the timeline gives me. Now I can also add a little bit more of the cloud. The cloud with the smeared swell sounds really good to me. I'll change my pickup for you guys. You can kind of hear that overdrive breakup on the actual swells, and that to me sounds just really cool. And underneath the pedal board we have some cool toys. It's all being powered by a Strymon Zuma right underneath here, and then I've also got a buffer pedal going into the compressor, and then of course I've got this timeline giving me a buffer on the way out. So I have no loss in signal and it all sounds really good together. The only issue is that this tube compressor takes too much power for the Strymon to output, so I've got that on a power strip underneath the pedal board on its own power supply. Guys, I hope you liked this video, getting a rig rundown of my $3,000 church music pedal board. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. I make videos all the time. Hit that notification bell to be notified when all of my videos go live. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.